Welcome to video number 4, and now the last one, evaluation, which links to your inference skills again, just that for this one it's worth a lot of marks, and they have a very strong emphasis on your explanation. You have to close all possible gaps between your inference, your evidence, and your explanation. Explanation has to link very clearly to your inference and to whether the source agrees or disagrees with whatever the question is asking. Alright, so how does the mark go? Basically, you give me one source, you'll get 4 marks, 2 to 4. One source agree or disagree, 4 marks. Alright, upon 10, you still fail. Okay, therefore, you must give me 1 agree, 1 disagree. That is the minimum you should give me. And you do this, you'll get 5, which is great. Alright, 5. 2 sources agree, 1 disagree, or 2 disagree, 1 agree. Basically, you have 3. If you have 3 and they're absolutely correct, you'll get 6 marks. 2 agree, 2 disagree, then 7 to 8. And finally, the bonus marks come from your reliability check, writing a balanced conclusion based on all the sources that you read, all your context knowledge. But for now, let's all aim to have at least these 6 marks coming from 2 agree and 2 disagree. So let's take an example of this source C. Yeah, from a cyclist, you make use of bike sharing daily, blah blah blah. Now again, do one source by itself. So start with answering the question. Again, I emphasize you must answer a question. C agrees bicycle sharing is beneficial. Okay, follow the question. Then tell me why. Why is it beneficial? Short and sweet. Because it is useful and is efficient. That's why it's beneficial. Okay, you don't need to write 2-3 sentences. If you do that, then something is wrong. Then you have to rethink again. What is your reason? Your reason should be very short and sweet. Okay, how do I know that it is an efficient mode of transport? Because it is convenient. It is less humid for people. It is budget friendly, especially for places too far to walk but too near for taxi situations. Again, just like your inference, how do you close the gap? How does this tell me why it's efficient? For people, because based on all this evidence, it tells me, it means that there are better alternatives. It means that people can save time and money. It means that people can reach their destination more comfortably. Instead of walking, they now have an option to cycle. So it makes things more comfortable. It helps people to save money, save time. So does this link back to bicycle being efficient? Yes, it does. So make sure you close all the gap. Does or C agrees that bicycle sharing is beneficial? So again, close the gap and link it back again by saying thus it agrees that cycling is beneficial. Alright, yes. Now some common errors. Again, not answering the question. You didn't say whether agree or disagree. You simply started by inference. A tells me bicycle sharing efficient. Again, 0 marks for this whole paragraph. Wrong. You must start with agree with the statement, right? Then you say beneficial, efficient, blah blah blah. Evidence mismatch. Again, this goes back to your inference, so you refer back to the first video again. Okay, weak explanation. If you just say thus, this suggests that bicycle sharing is efficient. Again, you are just simply repeating my inference. You are not closing the gaps. Or you say, does this suggest that bicycle sharing is beneficial? Again, you will not get any marks at all for your paragraph. Make sure you close the gaps. Why is this beneficial? Why is this efficient? Why? Because it helps better alternatives, save time, save money, reach the destination more comfortably. Thus, it is more efficient and hence is beneficial. So take note, your explanation has to be tight in order to score marks for this paragraph. Okay, they are a lot more strict in this case. So if let's say you do a disagree, right, which I didn't do here, because here it says agree. But let's say you say disagree, disagrees with the statement, then you must tell me why. Because instead of being beneficial, it's now not beneficial. It is harmful. Okay, best is to state the direct opposite. It is harmful. And why is it harmful? Because blah 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 blah. All right, you must be specific in telling me what is the alternative to the statement. The alternative to the statement that sharing bicycles is beneficial is that it is harmful. Alright, so this is a very basic black and white thing. Yes or no? Beneficial, harmful. But another way that they can ask you is, example, who is responsible? Is the government responsible for the good of society? Example, is the government responsible for the good of society? If you say no, you cannot just stop by saying that it is not the government. Okay, you must tell me who. Maybe it's the people, right? Maybe it's the businesses. So this source specifically says it is the businesses who are responsible, or this source specifically says it is the people who are responsible, and hence it does not agree with the statement that the government is responsible. You cannot just say A disagrees the government is responsible because it tells me that they are not responsible. Okay, you must tell me the alternative. But for this black and white case of whether bicycle use sharing is beneficial, the alternative is the opposite, right? So make sure you give me the reason. Alright, so to end, last tips for you: do not linger too long on one question, right? Make sure every question has at least one paragraph, because one paragraph is worth 3 marks. Most of the time, the second paragraph for another question is only 1 or 2 additional marks. That is if you get it correct. So you might end up wasting your time writing more things for one question when it's easier to get the marks from writing the first paragraph of another question. So do not linger too long. Leave a blank, come back later when you have time. Alright, leave a blank, come back later. Answer all questions by following the question phrasing exactly. If not, you will get 0, okay, or 1. So remember your purpose. You must write because, answer as a reason. Failure to do so will get 0. And your SRQ tips: when you write your essay, make sure you have a main point, okay, first. Then give me the example and elaboration that sticks and relates to your main point. Okay, one paragraph, one main point. That's how we do it. Okay, again, like your like your source base for your essay, your explanation has to be tight. 2-3 sentences that links your examples to why it demonstrates the outcome you want to achieve. Alright, so make sure it is tight, it is clear, it is linked, it is well done. Think before you write. You have time. Please think before you write. Okay, so that is it for this video.